So we're outside Lindsey Graham's office because he is the one who is like a cheerleader for this war. He says it's a good investment because of their oil. He says that he would send the sons and daughters of South Carolina to fight in the Middle East. He says level the place if that's what we have to do. So shame on Lindsey Graham, and we are here to tell them that the people of South Carolina and the people of the United States do not support this war for Israel. Is Senator Lindsey Graham saying that he's going to ask the sons and daughters of South Carolina to go fight in the Middle East?
Who does he want to fight for? I have 2 boys that are in that age.
Do they serve? Are
they do not serve. Okay. I don't want them to serve, and I will tell you why. This has been an ongoing complaint of Israel for 40 years. We know this wasn't an immediate threat to the United States. Stop saying that. We know that. The Pentagon has already made that statement, and we're going to go with that, unless you think that they're lying. However, I will tell you, as a mother of 2 boys, we will not put them in harm's way for Israel. We know what this is about. It's clear, and it needs to stop. This is not our war. I will say, if you think it's okay to send our children for a war for Israel because of this man, that's insane.
Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina just said that he's not with the Americans who want to put America first, who he refers to as isolationists. Instead, he's with Israel until the day that he dies. Take a look at this.
To all the isolationists, I don't believe. Forget it. I'm not with you. I'm with Israel. I will be with Israel to our dying day. They're the best ally we could hope for. So we have a commander-in-chief in President Trump, who I think is Ronald Reagan plus.
For many Americans, watching a sitting U.S. senator declare his loyalty to another country over his own people is pretty shocking. But it somehow gets even worse. He went on to say, I'm asking South Carolina, his own constituents, to send their sons and daughters to Iran to fight Donald Trump and Israel's war. I agree with what this guy said right here. He should go to his district and say that out loud in public and see what the response is. Supporting allies is normal in foreign policy. I don't think we should be an isolationist country by any means, but when we have U.S. senators declaring their loyalty to another country and then asking their own people to go and risk their lives for a war that should have never been started, there's a serious problem. You can absolutely still believe in strong alliances while also expecting our elected officials to prioritize us and our country.
So you're telling me that I woke up on a Sunday morning, CPAP lines and all, to the announcement that Lindsey Graham has died. Do I have that right? And you're also telling me that Lindsey inspected a drone facility in Ukraine yesterday? Then apparently Russia blew up that facility today, and now Lindsey Graham is dead. I don't truly know who the hell took this man out, but come on, like, he was taken out. He's like one of the biggest Zionist senators who pushed war globally. The other thing that I never understood about this guy is why he flip-flopped so much on Trump and then became Trump's BFF. And we're all sitting here going, what? I don't claim to know shit about war or what this means, but I ain't dumb enough to know that this ain't good.
Lindsey Graham, senator from South Carolina, age of 71, has passed away as of, I believe it was July the 11th, like yesterday. Okay, and this is a big deal. Senator Lindsey Graham is a Republican who has been in that seat for over 2 decades. I need you to understand some of the policies that Lindsey Graham has single-handedly swung into motion, and the people that have been impacted by it. Senator Lindsey Graham started off not being a supporter of President Donald Trump, but has since become one of the major supporters and advisors to President Donald Trump. You may know that Senator Lindsey Graham is a huge supporter of Israel and was staunchly against limiting firearms to Israel. Senator Lindsey Graham is the same one that said about Greta and her friends who were trying to go and take aid to Gaza, I hope they can swim. Senator Lindsey Graham is the same one who supported the war in Iran. Senator Lindsey Graham supported 500% tariffs on anyone who decided to purchase Russian oil. Says that the 500% tariffs is what caused President Putin to come to the table. I don't see that. I don't see it that way, and neither will history. Senator Lindsey Graham is the same one who supported the foolery of Venezuela when we went in and decided to kidnap their leader. Senator Lindsey Graham also was the one who supported the shutdowns, 1, 2, 3, all of them that has happened this year. Senator Lindsey Graham is the same one that says that it is the president's discretion to be able to make all of these decisions. I mean, Senator Lindsey Graham, for somebody that has been in the office for 2 decades, during the traditional Republican Party, during the rise of the Tea Party, now during the rise of the Trump Party, his rhetoric has been troubling. Senator Lindsey Graham is the same one that said that supporting Vice President Kamala Harris for president is more dangerous than President Trump's rhetoric. That's who Senator Lindsey Graham is.
Why is Senator Lindsey suddenly dominating social media? Millions of Americans are reacting to viral clips, controversial statements, and heated debates surrounding one of Washington's most recognizable politicians. Some are defending him, others are demanding accountability. So what exactly is fueling this latest wave of reactions? Let's watch more clips and we'll come back to talk about it.
Breaking news, a MAGA senator has died, and this is surprisingly bad for the Trump administration. Here's everything that you need to know. First and foremost, the MAGA senator was Lindsey Graham. He died last night at 71 from a heart attack. But why is this bad for the Trump administration?
Well, for starters, now that Lindsey Graham has died, the Republicans only possess a 1-seat majority over the Democrats in the Senate. This is really bad news for the Trump administration because they've been trying to get their SAVE Act passed through Congress. If you don't know what that is, it's a terrible bill. It would suppress and disenfranchise millions of voters for the midterms. But the thing is, it has failed already a handful of times in the Senate because a handful of Republicans have been willing to vote against it. But now that the Republicans only have a 1-seat majority over the Democrats, the bill's basically dead. There's close to nothing that Trump could do to get all of the Republicans to vote for it, which he would have to do since they now only possess a 1-seat majority. That's all for now. The Trump administration is yet facing more difficulties to achieve their goal of suppressing voters, and the SAVE Act is dead once again.
Republican Senator Lindsey Graham just died. I'm sitting here right now, it's like 11 p.m. at night, I'm just chilling watching TV, and I just saw the news that Lindsey Graham has just passed away. To put this in perspective, guys, Lindsey Graham was one of the most pro-Israel warmongering politicians of all time. He actively cheered on what Israel has done and what they're still doing to Palestinians. He also supported the Iraq War, which took the lives of millions of innocent civilians, and also he was cheering on this war on Iran as well. Lindsey Graham was a terrible person and a terrible, terrible politician, just a bad guy all around. And I also just want to say this too, okay? For all these other politicians in Congress who support all these like horrific war crimes going on, right? Because, you know, most American politicians are imperialists. Your legacy, you will be remembered as a war criminal. Not a good person at all whatsoever. You will be remembered as a terrible, terrible person. So you should probably make better decisions. That's all I'm going to say.
No matter where you stand politically, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. Americans are paying closer attention to what their elected officials say and do. Social media has changed politics forever. A single speech, interview, or viral clip can reach millions of people within hours, creating nationwide debates that extend far beyond Washington. Supporters often argue that politicians deserve contests before being judged. Critics believe public officials should be held accountable for every statement they make because their words can influence policy, public opinion, and even international relations. That's why videos like this one you watch today generate so much discussion. At the end of the day, democracy depends on an informed public, not just reacting to headlines, but asking questions, checking facts, and listening to different viewpoints before reaching conclusions. Whether you agree with Senator Lindsey or strongly disagree, informed debate is always more valuable than blind loyalty or blind outrage. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think social media helps hold politicians accountable, or does it sometimes amplify outrage without enough context? Share your thoughts in the comments respectfully, and before you go, do well to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next.